Samsung's Galaxy S21 is a superb all-round flagship, but the Galaxy S22 is already peeking over the horizon. Here then are 5 things we want to see from Samsung's next flagship. So we're not expecting to see the S22 until at least January of next year, but I am very impatient, and while I do love the S21 Ultra, I do already have my wish list of things I want to see changed. So let's dive right in. The Galaxy S21 Ultra packs an incredible camera with zoom skills that few phones can come close to. But it wasn't a big upgrade over the Galaxy S20 Ultra. Both had 100x zooms, both did 8K video, both had 108 megapixel resolution main sensors. It's time then for a much bigger overhaul of this camera system, and already we are seeing rumours of 200 megapixel image sensors and much better zoom systems. That would be lovely, but more megapixels does not mean better looking photos, so I would also like to see a much bigger image sensor, maybe something 1 inch in size. It's no secret that a bigger image sensor in a camera allows for better dynamic range, and if Samsung plays its cards right with the S22 Ultra, it could be the default phone for pro photographers the world over. Samsung used to allow you to expand the base storage of its phones using micro SD cards, but it got rid of that option with the S21 line. So that means that you are stuck with whatever storage option you paid for. That might not be an issue on some of the lower models in the range, particularly if you're a light user, but it certainly can be limiting, particularly if you plumped for the S21 Ultra. Those huge image sizes and of course all that 8K video means that you can absolutely blitz through that built-in storage incredibly quickly, even more so if we do indeed see 200 megapixel photos. I can't even begin to imagine how big those will be. Even if you're not that into photography, there are still plenty of glossy games on the Google Play Store that are multiple gigabytes in size. Downloading a few of those will mean having to make room by deleting other apps. By simply popping in a micro SD card, you can expand the storage, making loads more room for all of those apps, those games, those videos and photos, up to 1 terabyte or more in size. But of course then, Samsung could not charge you extra for more built-in storage, so we really don't expect to see this happening. The S21 series already offers superb performance all round, but a partnership between Samsung and graphics chipmaker AMD has us hoping for some increase in the gaming prowess. Now this partnership actually happened back in 2019, but so far we haven't seen any AMD branded phones from Samsung, so we are kind of hoping that the S22 may be the first one to have that name attached. We'd love to see dedicated AMD graphics chips in the next line of phones, something that really pushes the boundaries of what we can expect from mobile gaming. Sure, we do have some games already that kind of come close to what we'd expect from maybe older generation consoles, but if Samsung and AMD really push the boat out, we could see some huge leaps forward in the sorts of games that we can see being played on phones. Today's top-end phones with the best specs around are, let's be honest, immense. The S21 Ultra, for example, measures a whopping 6.8 inches, while even iPhone's 12 Pro Max comes in at 6.68. That means that if you want the best phone with the best performance, you've got to be prepared to stretch out those jeans pockets to accommodate an absolutely enormous slab of a phone. And I guess maybe start doing some thumb exercises to get them to stretch all the way across the screen. So we'd love to see smaller versions, maybe 6 inches or even less, that don't force you to compromise on that performance. There are some rumours that suggest the base models in the S22 line might be a little bit smaller in size, but it's unlikely that we're going to see any real size reduction in the S22 Ultra. So yet again, it seems like we're going to be in a situation where buying a smaller phone means missing out on some of those top-end features. So excuse me while I go and sew expansion panels into my pockets. Sure, we want the best tech around and we want it wrapped up in a slick-looking design, but we also want it to be affordable. That's of course a difficult combination to achieve, but Samsung did manage to make its S21 series cheaper than the S20 series. And it needed to, because the S20 line didn't sell all that well, in part due to some of the financial uncertainty caused by COVID. It made the S21 line a little bit more affordable with a range of tactics, including swapping out the glass backs for strengthened plastics on some models. And you know what? We liked it, because it knocked a decent amount of money off the asking price. So we're hoping to see similar decisions being made with the S22 line that allow for great performance, but at a price that's actually approachable. So what I'm asking for then is a supercharged AMD equipped phone with the world's best camera that will sit comfortably in the palm of your hand, that's also affordable and also lets you expand the storage on the cheap. And I don't think that's too much to ask. But what do you think of this wish list? Is it even slightly reasonable? Do you have anything else you want to add? Make sure to let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure to keep it CNET for a lot more.